When I was in a workshop 20 years ago, we were given an assignment to do something in the world. It could be anything, but something, some kind of a service project. Work, and I mentioned it to others, and somebody said, "You should try AVP." And I said, "What is that?" Alternatives to Violence Project. And it was happening back east, and they said it's happening all around the world, actually. Not a lot, but in different places. And so we moved from Connecticut to Colorado. And one of the first things I did in Colorado was call to find out about AVP. And where was it? And it was local, and it was going on. And so I signed up. And my first experience with AVP was in the Colorado, let's see, what was it? Camp George West, a minimum security prison in Golden, Colorado. And, you know, I think I was afraid of what I would find there. I'd never been in a prison. It sounded scary. And I went in, and it felt scary, and there were some big, powerful, strong men in there, and they weren't all smiling. I remember that. But I also remember that as it developed in the next 2 days or 3 days, I loved it. I loved it, and I loved those men, and I felt really connected with them. And I was completely hooked on AVP. More than that, it's really about relationships. It's about how do I relate to another person. Well, it's not about how to. It's the doing it. It's like in an AVP workshop, people relate to each other. They relate to each other in a positive, beautiful way, and they become connected. They like it. I like it. They like it. And it opens them up to new experiences. That's what happens in an AVP workshop. That's why I'm involved. And I think our society needs it. I look out in the world at my grandchildren, and I see them using their phones and on the internet and texting. And I know that's not the same as relating to somebody face to face. And I see us sort of heading away from personal contact and personal relationship and personal involvement. And I think that's a mistake. I think that what we need, and I know that what I need is that. It's that personal contact that comes from looking somebody face to face and seeing and feeling and getting in them. I need that. When someone listens to me, I feel good. When I listen to somebody else, I feel good. When we listen to each other, we connect. I look at my life and I ask myself about big changes that took place, and I know where they were and when they happened, and I ask myself what was going on that helped these big changes to take place. And in every case, it was this kind of an experience, this kind of connecting with other people. And there is in me this strong need to be connected to other people that just responds. And when it's responded, I've wanted more and more and more, and that's taken me out of myself to a new place. Knowing that someone is listening to you while you speak about something like this, and then turning around and hearing the other thing and having to practice to be a listener, which is not what we're good at, there's something that happens in these that is just really positive. Towards the end of that workshop, people have bonded and connected and feel good about themselves. And I've bonded and connected and feel good about myself and about the group. That's why I go back, and that's what I get, and that's what I feel is being given to others when I'm there. And that's why I'm involved. I'm really sold on the AVP model and what takes place in an AVP workshop. I really believe that the more this can grow, the better it will be for me, for my children, for my grandchildren, for the world we live in. I believe we really need this.